Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning. In the morning.
Shake it. Wake your fuck ass up. Crust out your eyes.
Shade 4-5. 19 minutes into the hour. Heather, let me move this out the way for what's about to take place right here. Get back my chair up, damn it. All right. We got special guests here. Go get ready, mate. Get on the mic, man. Ready Made is here from Houston. He's here with JP. Once again, Ready Made, tell people what you do for a living, man.
Well, right now, I'm rapping right now. Then, I have a transportation service, cell phone, self-employed.
You sell cell phones?
No, I have a transportation service, self-employed. I'm a self-employed man.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're your own boss, right?
Yeah, I'm my own boss.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, you could cheat on your taxes. All right.
They looking for me.
They're looking for you. Okay, Ready Made. Put a lot of money up to be here today. He donated money to our Hunger-a-thon to feed starving kids. Also, JP, where you at, man? Man, what are you? So we discussed this. I told you the choreography. How it's gonna work here, man.
Hey, what's up?
JP,
what's up, Josh?
Once again, let the people know who you are.
Man, that was a while ago.
I'm a quality manager for food manufacturing plants. Produce on the side now.
There it is. So what it is we put it out for people to donate money, and I told them if you donate the most amount of money, we're going to allow you a chance, an opportunity to be on Sway in the morning, be filmed here, be on Sway's Universe, our YouTube channel and our website, and whatever your talents are. I don't know if you do magic. I don't know if you, Ready Man, you look like you could be a stripper. I don't know what it is. What your
I strip for blind midgets. So.
Okay, you strip for blind midgets.
No, that's right.
You make a lot of tips.
He a fool, man.
And today you're going to rap for us, right?
Yeah.
And you said you ready. Heather, you heard when I asked him, is he ready? And you know what did he say?
I'm over here playing Candy Crush. I ain't thinking about you, Sway.
Okay, well, JP.
He's standing right next to Heather B.
Huh? Well, Ready Made, give people your social media address so they can reach. I want the citizens
to
hit
reach
him.
me on Instagram at ReadyMade79 and also on Twitter at ReadyMade79.
Spell it out for him, man.
REDIMADE. Ready Made.
Okay, ready. Okay, you say it like that's how ready is really spelled,
Yeah, but I grew up as,
I like this dude right here. He's definitely that's Houston for you, man. It's like whatever, Sway, man. Give me some barbecue. All right, JP, what's your social media?
Instagram, J to the 16. That's J, letter number 2, THA 16.
Okay.
And SoundCloud is just J to the.
Okay, and you make beats. All right, so Ready Made, here's your big chance, man. JP made the beat. It's up to you to spit over it.
Let's go.
Don't be okay. All right, drop that beat, Wonder.
Yeah.
He said, let's go.
Let's go.
Sway in the morning.
Yeah.
Shade 4-5, Ready Made, give it to him.
I treated niggas like my bloodline. They turned their back and ran on me. Same niggas would've turned state and took a stand on me. Snakes in the grass. You can see them if the grass low. Ran my bands up. Them niggas hating cause they cash low. Fuck you niggas mad folk. You went against the game plan. Made 100 grand in 6 months and still the same man. Money never changed me. I wanna see us all rich. One whole nigga in the clique turn it all, bitch. Niggas praying that you catch a case. That you fall quick. Hit a lick and make them sick and let them know you ball, bitch. Stood tall through it all. Never went the whole way. I went the MOB way. Put hours on that freeway. We takers and finesses. Y'all don't play the game that we play. See it and we spotted and leave without being spotted. The oak, you niggas forgot it. You cut from a different fabric. Gangsta shit I was taught is still in me. You never had it. Daddy got caught, he read it. Uncle got caught, he read it. But niggas think you real cause your diamond grill and you tatted. Family is full of faggots. Not gonna see a man in them. Every house you was at the next day the laws ran in them. Middle finger to your snitches. Son till I disown them. Let them know that I love him. But tell him I don't condone it. Ready for war and want it. Waiting on my opponent.
His beat is nasty.
Niggas, some Houston rappers is on it.
Yeah.
It's here in Houston, Texas. Don't know rappers come together. Fuck with me, I rock with you. You don't, then it's whatever. I know I'm better than better. Meet you niggas wherever. Respect it cause I give it. These niggas know that I live it. Hustling, they seen a ticket. Hustling, they seen a ticket. Niggas, they wanna hate them. These niggas, they coming with it. Hey, listen, Sway, came here, I've been a long way. You never heard of Ready, you gon' find a long day. Yeah, I get my money at a fast pace.
Fell off a little bit at the end here.
Yeah,
A little bit.
These niggas hating at an hour high, but I ain't tripping cause I will let them things fly. Heather B, I fuck with you for many years. Like I'm coming down in Houston, Texas, I done many cheers. I done shed so many tears. New York and I fuck with y'all. Representing Houston, Texas, everybody that know we ball. Represent the Bun B. Shout out to that C-Ward. Shout out to that Mall Style. Niggas know we go hard. Hit the track in that Boulevard. I'm on Queens. I'm hitting blow. Hit the big down low cause they wherever their feels go. Hey. I'm Houston, Texas, and that's where I be. I feel the hit is where C's and Biggie used to be. My nigga in the Queen still put his... Oh, come on.
Hey.
I can't be mad, Sway.
All right, you can kill it if you want to.
Mad, yo.
He start coming off the top.
He caught that flow.
Hey.
I fuck with you for many years.
And many reasons.
Off the top, and then he got so sick with it, he did the flow and he didn't even put words in the flow. He just gave you flow. He freestyled the melody. He said, you thought you heard something. That's dope. Man, Ready Made.
Yo.
Ready Made.
Appreciate it, man.
Hold up, man. You even got a call. Somebody actually calling for you, Ready Made. We got Ray in South Central. What up, Ray?
What up, Ray?
What's up, man? This is Ray from South Central. Ready Made, man. That thing is nice, homie. You remind me of Above the Law. That's that 1990 rap shit, homie.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I'll be out there a lot too in LA. I'll be recording at West One Studio. So when I'll be out there next week, and y'all can check me out. I'm gonna be out there.
What was the last case you got acquitted on? I heard that. That was a
Dang.
freestyle? Yeah, it was a freestyle. Yeah, okay.
It's public information.
Do your research, Heather B.
Okay, all right.
Do your research, Heather B.
All right.
Ready Made remind me of some. It was a cartoon I used to watch.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not. Okay. Mumbly. Who's that cartoon?
No.
Talking about Big Dastardly's dog.
Yeah. Fuck that, Heather B.
He's saying a lot, but you don't really. You gotta decode it.
We didn't have cables. I don't know.
Oh, you. That was free TV. Y'all was that broke? You didn't get free TV?
It was bad.
Damn. Okay, you self-employed now. Ready Made. Save some verses for the cipher, okay?
Okay, I got you.
All right.
That's crazy. Hey, well, welcome back, everybody, to the Last Call podcast, where we talk sports news, entertainment. You know, we don't do it always in the same day or always at the same time. What's up, Josh? I see you on that tape, boy.
What's up? Oh, yeah. That was a while back. It's like 10 years ago now. Maybe 11.
Boy, yeah, he was clean on there, too. Hey, you looking all extra you done.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Right. It changes
crazy.
quick.
So I'm over here having to hold off on sipping on it because I was like, man, I'm trying to listen to him rap. He was freestyling, flowing. He was flowing over there, man.
Yeah,
Ready
he's
Made.
got some
Why don't
good
I
albums,
recognize
man.
him? I mean, I gotta recognize him. Yeah, I think I recognize everything about his face and his music now. I don't know why I couldn't snap on it. So right now, I'm gonna let you know what I'm drinking. You know how we do it on Last Call. This is
Already.
it's a little double oak Woodford Reserve. What you got over there?
Got some Steel Austin Cash Strength. This is my first time trying this one. It's pretty good.
Yeah, how strong is it? What's the proof?
I don't even know. Didn't let me look at the bottom. Like to that extent.
It's probably that smooth. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about it.
No, I just literally opened it and poured it so we could get in here. So
I know that's right. All right, so you know I got some questions. I'm almost fanning out a little bit. You know, me and you were slightly difference in age to where you kind of maybe had more of an advantage / disadvantage than I did, you know, coming up in the producer game because of the technology that was available. But when I seen you on Sway in the Morning, I was like, I didn't even get that far. So now I'm really shook. You standing right next to him, like you kicking it on the stage with him, even though you wasn't rapping. That was your beat, and that beat was crazy.
Yeah, it was a sample. He was messing with me a little bit about it before and after. He's like, I don't know if we're gonna get this cleared.
Shoot, I mean, I really listening to it. I was almost picking up what it was putting down, but it was still cut up enough, and pitched enough where you just. And obviously, you made it through, right? Ain't nobody cut you on that one, right?
It's on there. So,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
We made it. It was fun.
So
though.
You said you had a couple of them that you went on.
Well, I mean, no, we were still on the show. Like that was like the first, I think he said it in the beginning, like first 10 minutes into the show. And then, funny enough, like we were there for what he said we were there for, right? Like Reddy still works with kids. And so we've always been, he joked about it, but we both grew up pretty hard. So anytime we can help kids and it's there in front of us, like we're going to do it. And this just happened to fall in our lap. And it was like, hey, let's donate something. We didn't know we were going to win. I mean, it wasn't a lot of money really.
Yeah. Y'all make me think y'all balling. He's talking about donations. I was like, damn.
Hey man, that's probably what hurt us in the game. And we might get to that a little bit later. As a lot of people thought we were balling, and that was not the case.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was just fun. And then once we did that segment, we were there. I can't remember the comedian's name, but he was on the show, and the actress, the one that played in Help and the Figures movie, I cannot remember her name either. She was there. Yeah, so we had an
Are you talking
actress
about
there,
the main
and
actress?
mm-hmm.
Taraji P. Henson?
No, think Help.
Oh,
main actress on Help.
Oh, and Help. The heavier set lady with the bug, the eyes are a little bit. I can't remember her name.
It kind of popped off though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, her. She was there, and a comedian were there. So we did our freestyle on my beat, and then they were there, and then the guy, the rapper, whoever was supposed to show up to do the 5 Fingers of Death that Sway does every Friday, Freestyle Friday, they didn't show up, but the producers showed up. So they let the producer run through their beats, and Reddy rapped over all of them. And then it was a good connection. We ended up hooking up with them. They're called Divided Souls. Shout out to Brent. He hooked us up with beats. Him and I produced some stuff already together. It was a good relationship.
So it was a connection that you made over there. So did you so were y'all expecting to be there all that whole time, or y'all just kind of like lucked into it?
No, when we got there, he told us like, "Hey, this is how it goes." Kind of laid it out. That's why he was messing with us about. I literally just told you this. He laid it out for us, and then he was like, "Once you're done, you're welcome to stay." And it's a small room. It's probably smaller than the 2 rooms that we're in. Right? It's a very tight studio, and there's probably the cast, and then there's probably like 7 other people in there. It was just so funny because 2 of the people that were in there were both actually from Houston too. I don't know what they were really doing there, but they were just kind of watching. So that was funny. The only thing I regret about that day is we were leaving, and Mike D from the Beastie Boys took the picture of us in front of the Sirius XM picture, and I didn't recognize him. And I'm a Beasties fan, but I didn't recognize him because, we both gotten old since those days. So I didn't see him. And he definitely wasn't dressed like Beastie Boys dress, right? Like he had a tie on with a sweater vest, and it was just not what you would have expected to see him as. And so later that day, I was on the internet looking at his show, and I was like, oh man, I literally left and didn't get a picture with him or anything with him, but he took a picture of me and Reddy. So, at least I have that story.
Dang,
but
yeah, I know that's right. Golly. Shoot. So I've
had a couple near
scenes?
misses. Oh, he's the coolest guy I've ever met, man. Like the most humble, like especially being in the music industry as long as I was and floating around between all the different cities and some radio stations and like studios, like is to be who he is. He's the nicest guy I ever met. Super nice. Treated you like family being on there.
Yeah, it's everybody that I heard come off that show says, I mean, they like Sway a lot, man. He's big in I don't know how big he is, money wise, but shoot, man, he deserves a lot, man. He put a lot of people on. 5 Fingers of Death, man. It's really where it shows you who really can rap and who, it also shows you who can rap and switch beats and change cadences and just keep their flow going, whether it be a written freestyle or normal, off the top.
Absolutely. That's the only thing I had Sirius XM for, so I could listen to Sway on Friday.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
Right.
Like it's the
yeah.
only reason. So,
What did
but
you
yeah, I loved it.
what got you started in music? Like what I mean, was it when you were a kid? What was up? What'd you do? You played an instrument
Yes.
or something?
No. Well, when I met when I met my dad, he was on tour. So my dad was like a rigger, and he was on tour with John Cougar Mellencamp. So he had like
Okay.
music in his life. And so, and I, of course I listened to music, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't, and this was young, 10, 9, 8. And, but living with him, like he just liked music. So I learned about a bunch of classic rock music from him. And
Got you.
then as I got older, going through my school eras, I'm being introduced to stuff, and I'm from, Houston, so we have our own scene there. But early young, it wasn't there yet. Like it was still trying to build and find it. So like DJ Screw hadn't started screwing down music yet
Yeah,
at
I
that
mean,
age.
changing the whole generation. That's what he did when he
Exactly.
started doing that.
So like we were, just listening to music, and then I ended up connecting with Reddy, but we were like 14, 15,
Yeah.
and he was rapping with another friend of mine. Tug is what we call him now, but his whole family called him Boo, so that's all I know him by. And so
I
we
got
would
you.
we would go over there, and they would just be rapping, and I really wasn't making beats yet. And they'd be rapping. They actually took, and this is some ingenuity, but they like took an old cassette player and broke some headphones and reversed the polarity and rapped into the speaker of the
Just to
headphone
make it sound distorted almost, or what?
just to get vocals laid down.
Oh,
Like this is what
they
they
didn't have
were
a mic
doing.
at all. They had oh my God.
This is what they were doing, right? And so like, and then they're a little younger than me. So I was hanging out with their uncle, and
I
we
got you.
ended up going, and Boo used to cut my hair. So that's kind of how it was. And like family though, so then, couple years goes by, I'm with one of my best friends, and he's been a DJ for like the longest, but he did like drum and bass and like EDM, like underground stuff. And we would go to his parties, and like I would be his, crate carrier for his
Yeah, I
records
got
and
you.
stuff. So, because he was kind of big in the underground like rave scene for drum and bass. We'd be at all kinds of like dilapidated warehouses throwing parties. And he took me to this other guy's house that produced drum and bass, like produced it. And then I started learning about these programs, right? Like Cubase and Cakewalk and GarageBand and Fruity Loops and Reason. And the guy that he introduced me to was like big on Fruity Loops and Reason at the time, and he had hacked them. So we got free copies. So basically I went home that day
Well,
with 2 free
sounds like me.
copies, one of each, and was just playing with it. And then asked my friend Eric one day, he was like, "Hey man, you're pretty good at making that drum and bass stuff. Like, let's make some hip hop stuff." And he was like, "Nah, you make it." And so then he just started showing me like how the beat timing of the beats is. Like I played the snare in like band. So I
Yeah, I got you.
understood like 4/4 timing, 3/3 time. Like I understood the timing, but I didn't play any other instruments, just percussion stuff. So once he showed me that, like I could do percussion really easy, but melody, even today, melody's still really not like my positive thing. I can do it. I know chords, I know, scales, I know how to progress through them. But I'm a sampler. So that's where like he showed me how to sample. And once he showed me how to sample, that was it. I like went on this like binge of all I did was make samples, like cut samples and figure out how to manipulate them. And then
So
with
you're
Reason,
in
if you're from
Houston in that area
Mhm.
and you're doing samples. I mean, how did that play out in that scene? You know how that music scene over there is totally different from the Northeast.
Well, well, you think about it, like you talking about Screw, like it's kind of samples the
Oh
way
yeah,
he
you're
did
right.
that.
Oh, technically, yeah, I could say that.
But at the same time, it didn't sound like that, right? Like,
Hmm.
and Scarface and Ghetto Boys, like they were already huge, like
Yeah.
huge celebrity. And in my time, we were just starting to see those like ESG and Little
Hmm.
Kiki, and, just the whole South Side screwed up clique. They were coming out. Like Reddy's cousin is Big Mo. So like
Hmm.
that's how I got into these circles. just knowing people. Didn't produce for any of them or anything, but just knowing people and hearing things
And being
before other
around.
people's. Yeah. But then after that, it was just, we started making songs because I was like actually coming up with stuff that I thought was good. So then we ended up running back to each other when I was getting my hair cut, and I gave some tracks to him. And then it just turned into this thing. Like I was moving tracks with it. And we would put stuff out on MySpace. Like this was still back
Yeah,
then.
back then. Yeah, way back.
My beats were on MySpace, like that kind of stuff. And then, we actually kind of fell apart for a while. It wasn't like we fell out. It was just life. I went one way, he was doing something. And then we didn't connect back up until, I don't know, like early, like 2001-ish.
Yeah.
And we connected back up. And then, because, this was like 95 through 99, what I just said. And then like 2001-ish, we connected back up. But by then, like I had been producing lots of hip hop music for a bunch of like just underground rappers. I would go anywhere and everywhere somebody was rapping and be like, hey, I got beats. And even back then, they weren't the beat might sound good, but the engineering on it was trash. I'll just be honest. Like it
Because
just,
you didn't have
I didn't know what I was
degree
doing.
in it. Yeah, exactly.
And I
And
didn't
you didn't
have
want
the
to play.
right
How much was it?
monitors.
They were probably charging you for if you wanted to get somebody to engineer it too, probably.
Oh yeah, and I didn't know anybody. Like I didn't even know where to even think about doing that. Like at this point, I'm just making beats in my 1-bedroom apartment. At that point, and I didn't have good monitors. Like at this point, like now I know everything you need to make it sound good and know what it sounds like. Back then, I didn't.
You
I just
gotta
had some
have
speakers and
good
we're going.
monitors for sure.
And so I connected back with him, and him and that other dude I was telling you, Boo, they were like this rap group called EOT, The Eyes of Texas. So then I produced their whole demo. And we were shopping it. Like I met Baby and Lil Wayne shopping it, like all of that. I just, a lot of people I met. George Foreman, because he was trying to get into music. You know what I mean? Like anyone
Here you go, take
around
this
the
sample. Yeah.
I was handing stuff out to anyone that would do it, and obviously never got a bite. So we were like, all right, whatever. So we just kept making music, and I kept making music with a bunch of other people. And then I'm still working, normal work. Eventually work was like, hey, we're going to move you to San Antonio. So I kind of just fell off. Like I moved and
that's exactly.
I didn't know anybody here to really keep going. And I couldn't go back and forth to Houston enough to like keep the little momentum that I had going. So it just stopped. And then
And you probably was having a hard time even thinking, getting creative at all by yourself,
The first house that I moved into in San Antonio, I didn't even have anywhere to make a beat. Like I didn't have an extra place to set anything. So, it was fine. At that point, I probably felt like, it's done. I'd had my little run. It was fun. I love doing it, but it's done. And then about 2013, 14, no, maybe 12 even. 2012, I ran back into Ready in Houston. My dad passed. And I was there for a while. Like when my dad passed, I kind of went like MIA to everything. Like I was married at the time. I had 2 kids. And they were in San Antonio, and I had to go take care of all that stuff in Houston, and I was gone for like 2 weeks.
Shoot.
And then
I know it's probably tough.
But then I just like to keep my mind off of it. Like I just fell back into my group. Like, all my friends are there. So that was it. And then I crossed paths with him again at another friend's house. Because we were I probably have like a 10 core group that I'm still friends with every single one of them today, like talk on a regular basis. Ran back into him and I was like, hey, I got a lot of better stuff now. Are you still rapping? And he was like, I mean, yeah, I'm doing features for so-and-so and so-and-so. And I'm like, all right. Cause like him and like Chris Ward, I don't know if you know who Chris Ward is.
Rings a
But
bell.
he was on with Slim Thug, like they signed him.
Yeah.
And like they're like this. And so I ended up being cool like that with him. And he was doing features with all those guys. And then I was like, well, I got stuff. So I sent him a bunch of stuff. And then he called me again, and I was already back in San Antonio, and he was like, when are we gonna hook up? Like, I'm ready to already record like 5 of these songs you gave me.
Dang.
I was like, oh, okay. So I had to go back and forth to Houston so much during that time. Like, I was just like, hey, I'll be down there in 2 weeks. Like, set up the studio time and let's go. So we did. And he set it up with this other producer. His name's Jay Stars. He produced a lot of stuff for him too. He's produced a lot of stuff for like Baby Bash, like that era. That's Jay Stars.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so we were over there recording. He recorded like 7 songs that night. Like 3 of them were Jay Stars, 2 of them were mine, like 2 were a couple other producers. He recorded it all. And then we went back home and it was like, okay, well, what are we gonna do with it? Like at this point, we were just making music, didn't have like
Did you have
the
a label at
plan.
the time, or well,
No,
no
that was the
copyrights or nothing
conversation.
like that? Yeah.
Nothing. Well, I had at that time I had like 40 songs copywritten because I
Okay.
didn't even understand publishing yet. So like I sent off a disc of like 40 songs to the copyright agency to copyright like my sound, right? 'Cause you
Yeah.
could do that, but that's not royalties. You're not getting anything from
Nope. Yeah.
that.
We were trying to back in the
So
day. We would try to send it to ourselves in the mail and then never open it. That way, it's
yeah,
it's the
I
cheapest,
heard those. I heard that too.
dumbest copyright.
Yeah, I don't know if that really works, but you know, we heard it. We heard
It
it.
ain't never gonna work, man.
So, but yeah, so that was the conversation. It was like, all right, what are we gonna do? Like, I'm not gonna just do this for like nothing.
Yeah,
Like
that's
we
what I'm
gotta
saying.
be
Your
doing
beats
something.
are worth something. Yeah.
And so he was like, well, let's put it out. And at this time, like, you know, streaming services are available now. So you don't have to like just go try to sell the stuff out of the trunk anymore. So I was like, all right, well, you worry about pressing up discs because we were still in the middle of that, you know, early 2015, 14. Like you could still go out there with CDs and people would buy them. You know, now they would laugh at you. But back then you could still do kind of the twofold thing. And so I was like, you figure that out and I'll figure out streaming and we need to come up with a label name. So we went our separate ways, did what we said we were going to do, came back, and we just started like kicking through names that we had thought of. And we were just joking about like having a conversation like me and you. And we're like, hey, man, and the game is like everybody's talking about killing the game and none of them are good.
Nah.
Like it was that time when it was doing this, you know, like to
Yeah.
where we are today. And I was like, man, we don't need to kill the game. We need to heal the game. And he was like, he like turned to me and he was like Medicinal. And then all of a sudden we spitballed and the next thing you know, it was like Medicinal Music Group. And we just got lucky that somebody had Medicinal Music. It wasn't trademarked, but they were already doing stuff out there. And it was like sounds for healing. Like it wasn't the
Gotcha.
path
Like
we were
medicinal
going.
healing sounds.
Yeah, like truly that. So we were like, oh, it's cool. We'll stick with what we got and we'll go. So we didn't even trademark it yet. We just started going. I have a friend that does designs, Daniel Quinones. He's an artist and he does stuff for Disney, Hurley, like all kinds of people. So I shot him my idea and I told him, I was like, this is my label and I want like a pill. And I like drew like a circle and like, you know, milligrams, MG, like, you know, it all goes together. So I was like, I want something like that. And then he texted me back. He was like, I'm not going to do a circular pill. It's going to be an oval. I'm going to send you 2 different versions and this hand-drawn thing that I did. And it's going to cost you this much. And I was like, all right, cool.
He's trying to
So
make
I
it like
took
an actual pill capsule type, like the shape, right?
Right.
Medicinal.
And so, and he did, I mean, he kills it, man. This guy does such a great job. And so, and you know, we knew each other in high school, middle school even. And so it was like, that came together easy. And then, you know, we put out the first album. It was called Made Man. And then we did so many songs recording that we put that out as like our album. And then we did like a mixtape on the side called Ready to Be Made, REDI.
Gotcha.
And
so you just picked the best songs for the album and then the rest of them you threw on a mixtape.
On a mixtape. Mixtape went to SoundCloud and then the album went through CD Baby, was the first streaming service that I used to get on the platforms. And we did okay, you know, mediocre. I mean, for me feels mediocre, a few thousand streams, nothing too big. And then
It's more
we're
than
like, all
some
right,
people get.
right. And we're like, okay, we know how to do this. And so we went back in the studio. And at this time, because I was handling so much of stuff for my dad, I was like back and forth from San Antonio to Houston like every other weekend. So I would just get down there Friday night, hit the studio with him, take care of my business on Saturday, be back home on Sunday to go to work. And that was
Yeah,
kind of
you were
like
at the
the
pay for
thing.
studio time at that time, right? Because you didn't have a set up studio anywhere that you could just run for
Yes and
free.
yes and no. There's this studio that we have in Houston. His name's call him Bread, SRSL Studios, and he kind of hooked us up quite a bit, and he's good. It wasn't like the most expensive studio with boards everywhere and rooms and all of that. It was like a room and a booth, and he knew how to use his equipment. He had good
And
equipment, and
clear sound. Yep.
and we grew with him. Like we've watched him grow. Like he recorded all kinds of people, like people and so it's like he was in the industry on that side, and he's good. So like we would pay him, but I mean he was charging us like $30-$40 an hour, where other studios are charging hundreds an hour.
Yeah. We
So
were doing
we could
25
afford
back
that.
in Oklahoma.
Right. So, and then sometimes he'd be like, oh, don't worry about it. Somebody canceled. I got 4 hours. So we go over there and knock out the 4 hours,
Man.
like whatever. And we just made music, and then we worried about sorting it out later. So by this time we're on like the second album, and we called it what did he name it? The Cullinan. And like this one's well produced. Like I didn't even put anything on this album. Like we found other producers and let them produce it. And I just kind of became the executive producer for
Producer, yeah.
most of the rest of the
How was
albums.
Ready Made when it came to like recording? Was he one take Drake, or was he 70 takes?
Nah, he knows exactly what he wants it to sound like. And like he's a writer first. Like he did an internship, and it's gonna be weird, but an internship with like R. Kelly Studios back in high school. Like he had a scholarship for English. He just didn't care about school. Like he's a writer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so like that was never a problem. Like he wrote with or without a beat, like pages and pages of stuff. And and then went digital, and his iPhone notes was just crazy with songs. And so like
y'all
it was
y'all
never
can utilize that 4 hours and actually get some stuff done. That's what I was trying. We could
probably do like 8 songs in 4 hours.
Dang, that's I'm telling you right now, I know people that we can't get in 4 hours, maybe a song and a half. If that.
It wouldn't be like completely mixed and mastered like to where it was going to end up, but the rough mix always sounded good.
Yeah.
But if he had the beat first, he already had his pocket. Like he knew where he wanted his ad libs. Like he knew all of that. Like when we were recording back into that EOT demo, we learned how to do all that stuff. So like it wasn't hard then, because we had so many errors and takes.
Engineer on the fly.
Exactly. And so we learned how to do that. Like, hey, you're not in the, like, easy to coach him too. Like, hey, you're not in the pocket. You need to slow that down. And hey, when you get right here, you need to emphasize this and then add an ad lib, like easy to communicate with, and also knows what he wants it to sound like. So he'll come out of the booth and be like, hey, I need you to do this, 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 and this. So he knows what he wants. And
I'm gonna throw a left ball curveball question at you, just because I listened to your voice and I ain't known you for long enough. Did you dabble, or you stayed on the producer side?
No, I never.
You sound like you got a rap. You got a rap voice though.
Well, sometimes you have to, when you're producing, and never had to do this already. Sometimes you have to rap their lyrics for them,
so they can.
So they know how to give you what you're looking for. But I mean, I love rap. Like at the end of it, like I grew up on classic rock music, and then I got connected. I mean, I always was around a bunch of black folks. Like that's just kind of it. So like
it is what it is.
The influence became like different, and like I hung out with older people, so like older folks. So then I learned like all the soul music too. And so I had classic rock, soul music, and then I listened to just rap music, because that's my era, that's my generation. Like I was listening to NWA when I was like in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Like
you lean into NWA. Who else did you lean into as an artist?
Oh, I love at that time I was living in Colorado, so like I loved West Coast rap, like Too Short, NWA, like that was the first stuff I heard. Like I didn't hear anything. Yes. Well, 2 Live Crew too. That's like the first stuff, like before it got real crazy.
Early. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like the first stuff that I heard. And then I came back to Texas, and then as I got older, I was still into, Dr. Dre, like all of that. And Houston was doing his thing, but then I ended up meeting some guys in high school that were from New York and like from New York. So like all they listened to was East Coast rap.
Yeah, they
and
don't,
then
they don't even dabble in the South at all.
And so then I just fell in love with that. And that was it. Like once I heard the first Jay-Z album, Reasonable Doubt, and that second Mobb Deep album, Survival of the Fittest, like that was it. Once I heard those, like I never listened to anything else. It was only East Coast rap. Like so much I used to like hate on Houston music.
Yeah.
Like that's trash, man. They sound like nursery rhymes.
I'll say this, and this is just I'm not trying to take the stage, but man, listening to Southern music, Southern rap, man, when I was so into Tupac and all the West Coast with the Ice Cube, and then I'll go up there to Jay-Z and Nas, is like my all-time, like
he in the top 5.
New York State of Mind was crazy. Like the beat just, I mean, it was so loud and it was banging. I mean, it was just crazy. And then, obviously Biggie Smalls, he had that bounce with his.
Yeah,
I couldn't get away from it. But when I started listening to 50 Cent and all the Jadakiss, I like Jeezy, I like Luda, I like T.I., I like Wayne, I like Big Bun, I like them all. I can't get past it. It's just something about the style of rap.
Now you have to do it. Who's the top 5? Who's your top 5?
In my opinion, and people gonna hate me because I love Tupac.
It don't have to be in order because I'm not gonna do
if I ain't gonna do it in order, I'm
gonna exclude Biggie and Tupac because
good.
I feel like everybody puts them up there, and that's fair. They're kind of martyred.
You made
like
it a little easier.
They didn't get to do their full career, so I don't feel like it's fair to rate them. And if you only rate them on what they have, well, yeah, they deserve to be at the top on everybody's list. So to me, it's like no.
It depends on if you're going like, if I go like my top 5 people that I love to listen to the most, or if I'm gonna go my top 5 lyricists.
However you decide what your top 5 is, I'll let you just tell me.
All right, Nas is in there 100%. Okay. I would say rounding out the top 5, like as in like honorable mention, I'm gonna put 50 Cent in there on his first 3 albums.
I'll give you definitely the first 2.
I really think he was a great rapper then. Okay. I think things changed.
50 before he got signed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That 50 was, he was crazy. Jadakiss is in my top 5.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to pull somebody out of the hat. I have Lil Wayne for sure up there for me, because whenever I came out, when the Carter 2 dropped, and then that summer he dropped 1,800 songs, like 1,800.
That was when he threw away his book.
Yeah, bro. When a Millie dropped, before a Millie dropped, like he dropped a mixtape, and I'm like, I was like, this song is crazy. And then all of a sudden he actually found somebody to get a beat to. I was like, ain't nobody gonna be able to put a beat to this. Like he was doing it on the wrong beat, and he finally found the beat, and the beat is nasty, stinky nasty. The Millie beat now, the actual song mix. So I got him. I mean, I really like Jay-Z. I hate on Jay-Z a lot. He got a great flow. He has to be in my. It's like Jordan, LeBron. He got to be in my. But he's one of those. He's one of those higher echelon rappers that hit the mainstream better than everybody else. Somehow he like, I feel like Jadakiss and Nas, in my opinion, personally, they're better than Jay-Z. But Jay-Z he just marketed himself like 50 did. You know, they just went on a
Jay-Z got that smooth rap. You know, in his case, it's like he's talking to you. It's not like he's
a
rapping.
storyteller. Oh yeah.
Right. And so like that's why I feel like he's different than those other two, right? Like Jada is a battle rapper. If you know Jada's background, Jada's a battle rapper.
Is so crazy, man. His lyrics though are sick. I mean, they just nasty.
Of course.
Oh my,
you can't be a battle rapper, it'd be lame.
He just kills you with punches. I'll say this though, Eminem, although I never loved his wild side, I love a piece of his rap game is on the top. I mean, I'm talking about the top shelf. Like he could be in the top 3, and I ain't talking about number 3. If he's hitting his, I would say, what album was that? Oh my God, it's recent, but it's not too recent. But even
like
his
Recovery,
his rap guy, Recovery. Oh,
that's a good
way
album.
he hit his. So he changed up his style and went so like he was mad at, and he was rapping in there. It was that style of rap for him is my favorite. His funny, charismatic rapping is cool, but whenever he really gets down,
what he can do.
Oh my God! Whenever he did the song with Joyner Lucas,
oh yeah, he killed that.
Oh my God, he was showing you his skills. He was like triple, double, triple, quadruple. He was going crazy.
See,
and it was just like showing you everything.
When Eminem first came out, my girlfriend at the time, and the guy that introduced me to all the East Coast rap were at my house, and they're like, "You heard this Eminem?" I'm like, Eminem? No, I ain't heard him. And they're like, "It's this white kid." And at that point, I was like, "Oh, don't even hand him to me," because I've been disappointed.
Yeah, but his EP was one of his best
EP
albums,
was fire. But so when I like Eminem, he's not in my top 5, and the reason why is because anytime I'm like, okay, I want to listen to some classic music, he's not who I reach for.
No.
And it's not because he's not one of the best lyricists. It's not because he doesn't know how to deliver. It's not because he doesn't know how to storytell. It's just his collection is not something that I can relate to on a regular basis. I didn't come from that necessarily. So it's harder for me to just pick up and go with that. But
that's kind of how I feel. That's the reason why he's there for me on a lyricist, lyrical, rhythmatic level, because there's really nobody that can twist words like he can twist words and fit them into like he can fit so many words into 4 bars that it's just nuts. I was going to ask you, there's 2 people that are really let's just say YouTube rappers right now, and I want to know if you've even paid attention to these people, and they're probably 2 of the best off the top freestyle artists, period, in my opinion. Not just saying it, but have you ever heard of King Los?
Oh yeah, I know who King Los is.
Brother,
he's jamming.
Is crazy. And then but he's like Nas. He doesn't have the jam. He doesn't have the right producer. Somebody is not giving him all the best tracks, and he does all the ghostwriting for all these people. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't get the best. He's not putting his Drake music out. You know what I mean? Like it's like Drake and Kendrick, where Drake has all these hits because they're all leaning towards the girls and the pop shine. And Kendrick is he's so mental with every lyric. Oh my God. He's so like he wants you to think and blow your brain up to just figure out his songs.
I remember when Pimp a Butterfly came out, we were listening to it. And
you
it was
listened
jamming.
to it like 100 times to figure it out.
Right, it was jamming. But like I told, it's my East Coast friends, we were jamming. He was like, "You don't like this?" I was like, "Look, I tell you, it's a good album." I was
it's hard to listen to.
Well, no, not even that. It's just like I told, I was like, me having white skin, I cannot relate to that album. Like I grew up in the environment, but I didn't live that life. So I can't relate to everything he's talking about on there.
Yeah.
But it's a good album. But, Good Kid, Mad City. Oh, I relate to that all day. Running around in the streets.
Damn, he keeps on going. I mean,
yeah.
The other person I was going to tell you is, and if you haven't heard him, freestyle off the top. He's I would dare to say there's not a single person, even Eminem, that would try to challenge him. Well, that they would challenge him, but that would be better than him lyrically in a off the top freestyle. And his name is Harry Mack. Have you ever heard that name?
Him. Nah,
you go on Harry, you go look up Harry Mack. He literally is on a random stream and he'll ask him to provide him with words, and he's not just using the word. He'll be like, the word will be chicken, right? And he'll be like, he'll be flowing so hard like chicken wings, and he'll be dipping in a sauce, and then he'll say, "I'm so fly, I'm turkey, I'm bigger and better than a chicken." You know what I'm saying? He's like carrying the scheme so long. It's kind of nuts. And then he's been on Sway Universe, and they try to give him words, and he was snatching them,
killing it,
and crushing them.
And
it was all off the top of the head.
Old school Papoose, man. Like
Papoose, Supernatural, King Los, obviously. So, but all of them, they all have that. So the only reason why I started to change my mind, because I was a Harry Mack hater. I'm gonna be honest. I was just hating because I'm like, I think he's faking it. I just no way your brain can think that fast and come up with this lyrics like this. But because I used to like, Papoose. I watched Lupe, King Los. I watched Jay-Z and Eminem and Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne don't write nothing down, right? But when I was watching them, I was like, this dude, he went and rapped for 10 hours straight. Damn. No stops, no repeat lyrics. He was just on a live stream, because the more people that was tuning in, he said the more likes and whatever, he would go a longer hour, another hour. And he just kept switching beats. And he rapped over Rap God while he was reading the super chats. They were sending money in, and he was reading them, rapping them, and they were flowing together. It was nasty. I'm telling you, I don't know how he did it. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I mean, he gives homage to all those other guys. He pays homage to all of them. Like they're the ones that birthed him. But he's a white dude he walks around the streets in New York. He walks around everywhere now. You got to look him up. He's nuts. If you watch him
check him out.
You got to look him out on Amigo bars. And if you do pick him up, just ask me, and I'm gonna tell you the few that you'll be like, this dude he ain't real. This ain't real. He got to be an alien. This ain't real. Like, there's no way he didn't pre-record this and write this down, because you got to remember the words, rap about them. He's talking about the person in the background. He's like, I see your Jordan jersey in the back. He's all. But the thing is, what I was going to get at is, instead of like, how Papoose and Jada and everybody, when they freestyle, they don't change pockets too much.
Not too much.
He'll go triple, double, single. He'll change it to. He'll go all different ways during his freestyle and never lose the beat ever. Never.
Oh, it's crazy.
He literally, he's always live, and he's never ever tripped up ever. But he said he's been doing it since he was 12, man. Like literally just practicing freestyling for so long that it's just like a mind game for him. He can just do it automatically. So he's been on Sway. He's been on 106. He's been on ESPN. He was on the All-Star game this year. they brought him out.
Oh, okay.
That was him. At the All-Star game and at the halftime, he came out there and rapped for Dwayne Wade and all them boys. That was Harry Mack. And he was talking about everybody in the stands, and I was like, this dude done blew up.
Yeah, I haven't found any like new rapper, not in a while.
I can't watch. He doesn't have an album though. Let's just say that, because he only freestyles off the top of the head. So his EP, his three songs that he's done, or he's done more than that now. He only did it off the top of the dome. He got a beat, created the beat, and then he rapped just whatever he thought of. That's it. So he doesn't have like albums. That's the only thing. Like, he's never gonna be like the Eminem trajectory. Eminem been on this track and talked about him and everything, but it's just he knows how good Harry is, but Harry can't obviously write like anybody else, like the great writers.
Right.
Like that's, people will say,
he's not telling a story because he's got the random things coming.
Exactly. Well, he does tell a story when he's there, but it's just really what's coming
Gotcha.
at him. You know,
Like it's
he
right
did it for
there.
Kendrick. It's right there. Like Kendrick was like, he said coloring book or something, like he just was, you know, he was killing it. He was killing Kendrick and every time. But it was just like one of those things where you're just like, that's so unique. But if he could write, he would have some of the baddest albums, because some of the lyrics that come out of his mouth during his freestyles are better than a lot of people's albums, man. Records. They
Damn.
be he got a 3-minute song where he's freestyling straight up to this girl that's, you know, that's just had a sad day or whatever. He's trying to pick her spirit up. And that 3-minute track is better than any track on what's his name? Designer. These trash mumble rappers.
There's a
What's
bunch
his
of
name?
trash rappers.
Oh my God. Like, it's crazy. It don't make no sense how that
There's
works.
way more trash rappers than good ones, for sure.
So are you still when's the last time, I know we've talked about this, but when's the last time you made a beat? How do you rate it from your, you know, are you better, worse? Are you just rusty? What are you thinking?
Right now I'm rusty.
Mhm.
Probably the past 5 years I got rusty. I hadn't really made much. Like I want to say 2021 or 22 is the last like beat that I made that what Reddy rapped on along with 2 other dudes, one from New York, one from Philly. We went up to New York to record it. We did a bunch of stuff in New York all the time.
Damn, that's recent.
Yeah, and so it was called. He called it Griselda. I don't know if you know about that group. They've kind of broken up recently, but that was like what I was on at the time, and their producers that they use, like that's my style. If I'm not sampling like
Gotcha.
soul music or something like if I'm not sampling audio like vocals and stuff like that, it's real grimy. I like dark piano keys, I like low bass lines,
Same.
very
Yeah.
simple, spaced out, like slower down beat, like storytelling. I want to hear you tell a story. Like that's what I like, so that's what I make. I can do other stuff, but that's really like my bread and butter. So like that
Gotcha.
was what I was making. And that's not his style really, right? Like he likes like
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
chorus singing, like he likes other stuff. So like we never
He
really
likes
meshed
that
that
beat
way.
you had on Sway in the Morning. That thing was crazy.
Right, he likes that stuff. So I made
Mhm.
stuff for him like that, not a big deal. But he heard this one, and he was like, "Oh, that's like that Griselda shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I was listening to when I made it." And so he recorded a song, and that's what he called it. And then we went up to New York, and this dude named Butter. This is the best rap name I ever heard, Butter Raspy, because his flow is like butter, but his voice is raspy. Like the dude is it's one of the coolest guys I've met too.
I'll say
Just
this.
like
That's why I love Jadakiss, because his raspiness, the way he speaks.
yes. And it was funny because like we were there to meet with some other dudes. This guy named Gil, he's like PMD, like EPMD, like he's their videographer. And so
Oh,
he was
gotcha.
doing a video for us, and his relative named Jay Dollars, blind. I watched this dude rap like 30 songs while I was in New York, never wrote nothing down because he's blind. He couldn't see it anyway.
And he
Nice.
ain't writing in Braille. Dang.
Nope. Him and Reddy did a whole album while we were there on the fly. Like we weren't there to do that. They just did it on the fly. So,
Dang. How
but
successful
yeah, like
is Reddy right now? Like, is he just still chilling, or is he actually?
yeah, we actually had to take all his music down. He, like I told you, he's always done stuff for kids, and he ended up started working for this. It's like a ranch that takes kids that have been drug addicted and all of that, and they put them there so they can detox and like get their stuff back together. And so he's a
Gotcha.
counselor for them, and he lives out there. And they were like, "We want you to come work for us because of his background," and they were like, "But we can't have your music associated because it's very Christian driven, church driven. We
Yeah.
can't have your
My
music associated."
goodness.
So
So
we
your
took
beats got
everything
taken
down.
down, and his
You can't find nothing. Not on Spotify. If you find Ready Made, it's because he's on somebody else's song, like Big Pokey or
Oh,
somebody
I
like that.
got you.
You
I
can
got
go
you.
you can
Okay.
go hear him. It's just not his stuff. But we talked last week actually, and he's like, "Hey, I'm about to move to a different place, and I'm gonna put all my stuff back up." So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, there's no videos on YouTube. Like, all the videos that we paid for, like, we've done Atlanta trips for videos. Like, it's crazy. I have so many stories. We could have a podcast every day, and I could tell you about one trip somewhere.
We should. I don't want to keep you too long on this one because I could talk to you all night. So we'll pick back up on a part 2 eventually on this.
All right,
I appreciate you you giving me a little insight on, you know, your life and your background. I mean, I really appreciate the life you built. You know, I wish that it would have just kept going, but I know the same thing happens to me, you know, whenever I thought I was making some moves and then found a studio, started working on it, and then lose a laptop, get it stolen, things like that, just kind of like it kind of like destroyed me.
I lost the hard drive and thought that was it.
Yeah, I had like 40,000 songs for sampling on there, and you know, all from the 1940s, like I told you, all the way up to the 2000s. It was some crazy tracks that I was working on, and I'm like, that was a terabyte of data that I could never get back, and I can't find it, you know, nothing. Like it was like a fire caught on. It caught on fire, and my whole career went up. I even now. So unlike you, I do sing, and I used to I like freestyle all my life, you know. Just so I've always tried it. Now my voice personally is not a rap voice. It is a singing voice, though. It's not a rap voice. So my little raps that I have put out, trash, but the beat was nice.
Hey, some works.
I got a cousin.
That's what I always hated,
you,
though. I couldn't rap, so like making beats, sometimes they sound empty, like the beats that I like, and so I'm just like, I don't know, it's not
hard.
done.
It's hard. You need a rapper. You need a rapper to close it out, so you can actually legitimize your beat. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this podcast up, Josh. I want to say thank you for sharing and, you know, being a good host and allowing us to ask you some questions. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Please, if you guys watched all the way to the end, please like, subscribe, and hit the like button.